They looked like ordinary neighbors, friends, even heroes. But behind closed doors, some hid lives more terrifying than anyone could imagine. Tonight, we're counting down 10 chilling cases of people who lived double lives, and the moment their masks finally slipped. John Wayne Gacy was a friendly Chicago contractor who dressed as Pogo the Clown for kids' parties. Beneath his home, police discovered the bodies of 29 young men. He once entertained a child birthday party just hours before committing one of his murders. A horrifying reminder that monsters can wear a smile. And while Gacy hid his horrors behind a clown's smile, the next man blended in with a different mask: intelligence and charm. Ed Kemper was intelligent, polite, and even socialized with local police, who were hunting the very killer sitting across from them. Kemper murdered 10 people, including his mother, and meticulously planned each crime. His insight into his victims' behaviors and his chilling calm while confessing left investigators stunned. The co-ed killer had hidden in plain sight for years, his polite demeanor masking a horrifying double life. But what if the man leading your prayers or teaching your kids was the killer? Dennis Rader was a church leader and scout dad who seemed harmless. Secretly, he was BTK, bind, torture, kill, terrorizing Wichita for decades. He sent taunting letters to police until a single floppy disk revealed his identity, proving arrogance can be a killer's downfall. Rader used arrogance to hide his crimes, but the next man used Alaska's vast wilderness as his cover. Robert Hansen, Anchorage baker and family man, abducted women and flew them into Alaska's wilderness to hunt them for sport. At least 17 victims never returned. His home and airstrip were carefully organized for his crimes, a grotesque blend of domesticity and horror. When one woman escaped and led police to the hidden site, the friendly baker's terrifying double life was finally exposed. And while Hansen stalked his victims in the woods, the Golden State Killer prowled suburban streets for decades. Joseph D'Angelo looked like any suburban dad, even working as a police officer. But at night, he terrorized neighborhoods. Over 100 burglaries, 50 rapes, and 13 murders. DNA from genealogy sites finally exposed the quiet grandfather, shattering decades of deception. His crimes spread across entire cities. But Ariel Castro's horrors were hidden behind a single locked door. Ariel Castro was a Cleveland bus driver, seemingly quiet and unassuming. For over a decade, he held 3 women captive in his home, abusing them while neighbors remained oblivious. In 2013, one victim escaped and flagged down a neighbor, leading police to rescue the others. The horror of what had been hidden behind an ordinary front door shocked the nation, revealing Castro's terrifying double life. Castro pretended to be a quiet neighbor, but the next man wasn't just trusted. He was celebrated by royalty. Colonel Russell Williams was a decorated Canadian Air Force commander, flying dignitaries including the Prime Minister and Queen, but at home he broke into houses, stole women's underwear, and escalated to assault and murder. Police discovered hundreds of cataloged stolen items, turning the celebrated officer into a convicted murderer overnight. His public persona had been the perfect mask for a life of depravity. Williams wore the uniform of honor, but Jerry Sandusky wore the mask of mentorship. Jerry Sandusky was a beloved Penn State coach and charity founder. Behind his image, he abused boys for decades, using trust and power as weapons. When survivors spoke out, the scandal exploded. The fall of Sandusky showed how deeply some double lives can hide behind fame and influence. Sandusky betrayed children's trust, but Dr. Harold Shipman betrayed something even greater: the trust between doctor and patient. Dr. Harold Shipman was a trusted British doctor, beloved by his patients. But instead of saving lives, he killed over 200 people with lethal injections. Even death certificates couldn't hide his horrific secret. Shipman betrayed his patients. But Ted Bundy's charm hid one of history's most notorious predators. Ted Bundy was charming, educated, and even volunteered at a suicide hotline. Behind the charm was a predator who murdered at least 30 women. Friends, co-workers, and even his girlfriend never suspected until it was too late. From Bundy's charm to Shipman's betrayal, these stories show that evil doesn't always hide in the shadows. From clowns to colonels, doctors to bus drivers, these stories prove monsters don't always hide in the shadows. Which double life shocked you the most? Comment below. If you want more chilling tales, watch my video on 5 victims who solved their own murders. It'll make you question everything you thought you knew about justice. Don't forget to like and subscribe. More true crime stories are coming soon.